is Trump is using national emergencies to distract from the Epstein files because he's in them.
Okay. Does that do it for you? That's okay. All right, Adam.
How about this one? Trump's tariffs have been an unmitigated disaster. They have been, they have been a disaster. Boo the tariffs,
Boo.
I kind of like that topic because it's so wrong. Okay, my topic is it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Gay marriage is really bad for kids. Is that what? All right? Wow. All right.
Michael, you won. We're gonna do Adam and Steve first.
Wow, man. 2003 slogans still crushing in 2025. Love it. Okay, let's get into it. Seems to me there's no such thing as gay marriage. There's nothing against guys who are a little light in the loafers. I lived in New York and LA. I went to the gayest university in the world, but it's just it was Yale. He guessed it. But men and women are different. And so the union of two men is different from the union of two women, and that's different from a marriage, which is a man and a woman. And I think that men and women both have something to contribute. I think that children benefit from a mother and a father. I don't think men and women can be replaced and substituted for each other. And the science shows that kids who are raised in gay households do a lot work on basically every measure.
She's already rolling. She's already shaking her head. No, not true, Michael. Not true.
Not true.
Yeah, so
what'd I get wrong?
A few things. First of all, I just want to start with the fundamental fact that I think marriage is important. I think that marriage is something that should be incentivized. And in America, there is gay marriage. You can say gay marriage does not exist, but there is gay marriage since 2015.
Well, when Michael Knowles doesn't mean in the eyes of the law. Yeah, in the eyes of the law, yes, gay marriage exists. But he's talking about, in the eyes of the Lord. That's what he's talking about.
It's like saying there's up down, though. You could say it, but it doesn't make it real.
Legally, can gay people get married? Have gay people gotten married in the United States?
No. Well, some have when they're hiding their true desires, I guess.
Legally, have gay people gotten married in the United States? Have a man and a man legally gotten married? Yes or no?
That's not possible. That'd be like swimming in outer space.
Legally,
it doesn't mean anything.
No, legally they are married.
Wait, guys in the crowd. Two men have never gotten married ever in America?
They've married women.
What do you mean semantics? Can you explain what you mean by semantics?
It's like if you got your ID changed, like you're a trans woman, right? And so you get your ID changed where it says your sex is female. Yeah, legally you might be a female, but it doesn't actually make you a female. It's the same type of deal with marriage.
No, I'm straight. I'm just trying to defend.
No, I'm straight. I love that. Everyone, meanwhile, pressing X to doubt on that.
Have a point to make. Go up to the microphone.
Yeah. So I feel like you're the one that's playing semantics. When you say
semantics means meaning, and I'm trying to get to the meaning.
By the way, semantics are very, very important. So when we look at the laws in the United States, you cannot look me in the eyes and say two women have never gotten married. You can play semantics.
Adam, I'm looking you right in the eyes. Two women have never married.
You're lying.
That's not true.
You guys can cheer, but I'm sure you guys
know
true.
That's not true. Right. We know that people have
You can sit here and
gotten
play
married
semantics,
legally.
but let's go downstream to your next argument that children don't do better in gay marriages.
Which isn't true.
There's a lot of statistics showing the exact opposite. There's studies. There's one that I was reading earlier. I can't remember the exact name, but it was the main one that is supposed to prove that that children in same-sex couple or same-sex marriages don't perform as well. But there were a lot of other factors they weren't controlling for, such as unstableness in the family household, which was not directly related to gay couples, but. Can I ask you a question?
Hold on. So you were touching on points that do bear on that, but this is a very important part of the debate.
Yeah.
Because the study that everyone cites in defense of gay marriage, is the Rosenfeld study from Stanford 2010. And it found that the kids raised in gay households did just as well as the kids raised in normal households. The problem was that the study eliminated households where the parents had moved and the kids had moved within 5 years. That disproportionately removed the same-sex households.
Go to hillsdale.edu/Knowles.
Wow. Go to Hillsdale College. There won't be any better college than Hillsdale College. Use code word Michael Knowles. And also buy my cigars.
Later on, and when you controlled for that fact, it wiped it away. More importantly, in 2012, there was a study that came out of UT Austin. This was much more thorough. It measured the kids of married parents, heterosexual living together parents, two fellas, two chicks. Measured them on 80 different measures of social outcome. the children rather of the same-sex couples did worse on 77 out of 80. The exceptions were voting habits and alcoholism among kids raised by lesbians. The overwhelming scientific evidence backs up the overwhelming common sense evidence that
I'm
kids
going to ask the question one more time.
I'm answering it for you. That kids do worse on virtually every measure raised by same-sex. And the scientific evidence, which you could not cite, scientific evidence which you could not cite, uniformly says that they
not
do
uniformly.
worse.
No,
Yes.
you just cited a study from 2010 that says
which
the
was
opposite.
corrected from 2010.
There
It
are
was corrected
multiple
3 years
studies.
later out of Simon Fraser University.
There are multiple organizations. When I was doing my research, I can't remember, but there are multiple organizations.
Then you got to do better research if you can't remember.
Dude, you
Oh my goodness, that is so great. I want everyone, like, there should be another study in another, I don't know, 10, 15 years when all these kids that are being raised by gay parents that are all grown up. I want a new study being done to see how much happier they are or well-adjusted they are or whatever. I guarantee you they're not going to be so well-adjusted. Yeah, I just guarantee you it's probably not going to be good.
got to answer my questions a little better.
There
Guys,
aren't enough, like, gay couples adopt, and so do straight couples. I don't understand why you would rather have them in the foster care
It's
system.
a very common situation that
Oh my
happens, Michael. A lot of
gosh.
times people are abandoned, and gay couples obviously can't have kids, so what they do is adopt. Now, my question is
No,
simple.
that's not true. What they
My
do
question is
generally is
simple.
purchase children through the IVF industry.
So do you think
Generally,
do you think
adoption rates are way higher.
Do you think
Adoption rates
straight
are way
couples are also buying kids when they do IVF?
Well, they shouldn't do that either.
Wait,
Now, do
guys.
we have any questions over here at the mic?
Adam, I think you're completely wrong.
About what?
How did we get on a topic from kids to marriage? First off,
that was
no. Let me talk.
Oh, that was his
No.
problem.
No. Let me talk. All right. There is 2 genders in this world. You are born with either a,
You just went from kids, marriage to gender.
Okay, but it doesn't make a difference.
Well, you just said.
I like how this guy is is demanding that he shuts up and lets him talk while wearing this wig. So funny. What is this? Is this a new type of Michael Knowles show? Crazy. I never heard about this.
And he segued.
Men
now you
belong
just
with
did.
women and women belong with men. That's all I got to say. Thank you very much.
Wow, real
That was
sophisticated
well said.
answer.
I know.
I thought that was
Real
well said.
Your prompt did include the kid part, though, right?
Say it again.
Your
That's
prompt
no
did
problem,
include the
so.
kid part, though, right?
Also, you're here with a giant group of men, right?
Well done. Excellent question.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
the best
we
they
have
got.
to.
Look at this guy. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to ask my question. That's really the best that all that lady has. Well, aren't you here with the big group of men? Seems pretty gay to me.
Move on topics. Okay, so please, I want to buy you a drink at the VIP table. We got Mayflower cigars over there.
Don't let him inside, please.
Can you tell me what is your name?
Let him inside, please.
Joey. That's a good name. Josephina.
Josephina works too. I mean, it's only for a day,
Wait, so you guys are okay with a group of guys breaking gender norms to have a little
They're
bit of
not
fun right
adopting any kids. Don't worry.
Wait,
They're
no,
going to be no kids tonight.
there? Wait, no, but you guys
Yeah,
are okay
but-
with that? I feel like that usually wouldn't be okay. You guys would call people like that like weird, but they're just like having fun, right?
Well, the reality is, if you're just playing around and pretending, and we all know it's like a big joke, that's one thing. But the crazy thing that happened
That's
in
a
our
weird
society
arbitrary
is we,
line.
Yeah.
No, the crazy thing that happened in our society is we all started to pretend that like the farce was reality, and that's when you take it a little bit too far. I don't know.
Do you think gender dysphoria is not real according to DSM-5, or are you gonna all of a sudden not believe
I think
stats?
some fellas think they're ladies or they watch too much porn or whatever, but they shouldn't. It's bad for them, and they should be tethered to reality. That would be the charitable and it's the charitable right thing to do because charity is clarity.
Dude, I gotta watch the rest of the show. I hope it's not behind Daily Wire, like you have to pay for this shit. Is there a full show of this? This is a wild show. Freaking Michael Knowles just letting loose, just ripping into these lefties, these libtards, getting ripped into, especially over gay marriage. But I mean, yeah, listen, what the hell is that dude? Oh yeah, you don't think that gender dysphoria is a real thing? Like they always like try to bring in the gender dysphoria. Like, you don't think people really have this? It's like, yeah, no, we believe there are men who really believe there are women and vice versa. We believe that there is something psychologically going on with them. Of course, you don't like it when we say that. You say that's being bigoted. Well, are you trying to say that something's wrong with them? Yeah, there is something wrong with them. But the problem comes with it is that you're trying to legitimize their feelings. Like, you're trying to legitimize it and say, no, actually, men can become women and vice versa. And that's not true. It would be like if the schizophrenic thought his toaster was talking to him. And then we actually try to legitimize that by us teaching kids and all this shit that it's like, well, actually, toasters actually sometimes can talk to people. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that, huh? The studies show. the studies show that toasters can't talk to people sometimes. It's utterly ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, don't think it's healthy for kids to grow up with 2 men or 2 women. It's not healthy for the child, and it normalizes that type of behavior, and we shouldn't be normalizing it. And agree 100% with Michael Knowles here. What do you guys think about this? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. If you want to see more Michael Knowles stuff, I got a whole playlist on my channel that I think you'll enjoy, along with a whole bunch of other content.